Welcome back, guys. And today on The Lawyer You Know, we're going to answer the question of how do you recover lost wages when you're injured in a car accident and unable to work? We get this question all the time. You've been injured in a car accident and now you can't go to work, but you still have to pay your rent, you still got to pay your bills, and you still got to take care of your family. So what do? How do you recover these lost wages? In Florida, it's a no-fault state, which means we have personal injury protection. That is the first way that you can cover these lost wages. You submit your lost wages to your personal injury protection and they will cover a percentage of those lost wages, but not all of them. So, how do you get the rest of it? And if you don't have personal injury protection, how do you get your lost wages covered? Well, there are two other ways: bodily injury coverage or underinsured motorist coverage. The bodily injury coverage is that of the other driver who caused the accident and who is at fault. They have to cover not only your medical bills, past and future, your pain and suffering, past and future, but also your lost wages in the past. And if you can never make as much money again as you could make before the car accident, they have to cover those future lost wages as well. And the underinsured motorist coverage steps into the shoes and covers exactly the same thing as that bodily injury coverage if the person that hit you does not have enough of that bodily injury coverage and if you purchase that underinsured motorist coverage. I'm going to do a video on what kind of insurance you should have, and you need to go check your car insurance as soon as I do that video to make sure you're actually fully covered. Because when these car insurance companies say you have full coverage, that's not actually what it means. Lastly, in order to actually prove you have these lost wages, you need to have three things. First, you need to have a doctor's note that says you're actually hurt and you need to take time off work because you're not physically able to do the work that you do. Second, you need to have something from your employer stating that you're not working. It can be an employer note, it can be an email, it can be something that says Jimmy's not coming into work for these 2 weeks because he's hurt. And number three, you need to have a pay stub that shows exactly how much you make and how many hours you usually work. It can be previous pay stubs for the last month or 2 months or whatever you can produce to show that you now have these lost wages because you were injured in a car accident. So if you have the right lawyer, they can go through all these steps with you and they can make sure you get those lost wages so you're still able to pay your rent, you're still able to buy groceries and cover your bills even though you're injured in a car accident and unable to work.